execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Or just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a shit about what they say. They I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I really with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Pretty solid coverage there by the Seahawks. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Jarek McKinnon.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 7.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Hold on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jay Reed on the return.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
It's a pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right, and it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And a 49er first down.
This is Mostert. And some space here. 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Flushed out right. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
Garoppolo's pass complete.
That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
21-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. He's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, 49ers.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He did it again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the 49er first down.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through.
He is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Niners 22. Seahawks 14.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
29-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Seahawks 14.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me?
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to... I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That's good.
A good pickup there at 22. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tempo. Mike 54. Me and you all day. Bring up. Bam. Show me that. 14, fight it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is born. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He lets it fly from... It got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
22.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson, nifty move. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Seahawks 36. 49ers 20.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
22.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of a yard.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 10-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
22. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's James. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Niners.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally...
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate. friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get this triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. All my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the lady go miss? She was made, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with